So, welcome back. It's us. You're you. This is session 40. I was wrong.
Woo!
Last session was session 39. This is session 40. And technically, technically session 43 on counting the ones we didn't record. We are in deep in this game. It's crazy.
I mean, we're halfway deep. We're only a little.
No, you guys are level 10. You guys are halfway. You guys are level 10. I don't know what to tell you.
Level 10 is not halfway.
Oh, no.
No, it's not.
Oh, yeah, in your games, you're right. Correct. But, you know.
No, I'm looking at XP totals.
XP totals.
Oh, yeah, but we're not
higher.
using XP,
Like,
friend. We're not using XP, so I don't know what you mean. Maybe if it was my normal game, yeah, you'd be right, but you're not here. But it's fine. Last session.
Wait. Sorry. Later.
Oh, no, not later, because there's nothing to talk about. Last session, you guys effectively finished all the stuff in the cave. Alex was super depressed, so she drank a bunch of human blood. Got possessed. Nearly killed everyone after almost dying already. I forget his name. Dion gave the ring to Vincent, the ring that is known as the Soul of Hephaestus, which then Vincent gave the Soul of Hephaestus to Alex, and they all went back to the town. Dion took credit for killing the demon that was causing the problems with the gondola. Everyone was very happy, thankful. Zora cast the dream spell on Katakure, which we realized that she shouldn't have been able to talk so much, but we're letting it slide for the first time of the use of the spell. Katakure wakes up and is claiming gonna kill Zora next time they meet. They take the gondola. An emotional moment.
Hold on.
What?
Remember we talked about how the spell was different. We didn't read the spell.
Yeah, no, I just stated that we used the spell wrong.
Oh, sorry. I missed it. Sorry.
You're fine. Very emotional moment happened in the gondola. With Alex suffering some abandonment issues. They got to the city way at late. It's around, I believe, it's like 11, 10 at night. Yeah. 10 p.m. at night. It is Thursday, the 15th of August. And effectively they're being guided by three women. Very tall woman, long hair, sort of medium woman that seems to be within her late or mid 20s, and then a younger woman that seems very short, about Alex's height. That seems to be a little bit either younger or about the same age as Vincent, and they are escorting you to the Hunters Commons, known as Star Peaks, within the capital of the Quincade Star Coast. And it is a massive city. Big fucking city. And that's effectively where we left off. Minus the fact that Dion killed Methuselah and their daughter in a cutscene. Now, before we start anything else about happening within the city, is there anything you guys want to do taking note of the city as you guys are walking around?
I'd like to keep an ear out and try and listen to how people we walk by are reacting to, or they're just try to keep an ear out and listen to anything people are saying as we go by.
So actively listening.
You in the city?
Is there curfew? Or do you ask that to the three women escorting you?
Well, we were. It was mentioned by the guard that there was a curfew.
Yeah, there's an effective curfew.
Okay. So are there people walking out and about?
Yeah, there are some, but not as many as you would think.
Okay.
You guys are still within the, if I remember, the gondola goes to the.
We're still in the
first
inner
line.
city.
Yeah, you're in the
I'm
inner
pretty sure.
city. So the inner city, there does seem to be a curfew for the inner city that you could sort of internalize and understand. Phelan, you're keeping an active watch and listen, right?
Yep.
All right, rolling perception.
18.
18. Walking around the city, the biggest thing you notice, first of all, even though there's a curfew, there are, balconies and, big buildings with lights on, people talking. You can actually sort of hear the people talking. Even though there's a curfew, there seems to be people still awake, not sleeping or anything. They're still active. There are even some people outside in, like, the alleyways of the inner city, from what you can tell.
Okay.
One moment. The oldest one, she sees you sort of keeping in, to her it feels like you are on guard for something, so she
Just
doesn't.
listening.
Yeah, but to her it seems you're on guard for something that is about to jump out. Not saying you are. I'm not saying you are. Her perspective. She says, there is an active curfew, if that's what you're wondering, but it's a curfew that sort of mandates that people do not go to the outer city at this point. And to be wary of, getting caught outside by people like us. So you will see people around, but nothing to be worried about.
No, I'm just interested in the city, the people. Well, it's the capital. Never been here before, despite my time in the coast.
Do you expect them to be any different than normal people?
No. They have different news, I imagine there are customs here that aren't the exact same as the outside world. Every town has them.
That's a fair assumption.
Everywhere has differences. I just like trying to spot those differences.
That's a fair assumption. As they continue, you guys notice you aren't going deeper into the capital. You guys are taking a roundabout way to get to the outside of the city, or the outside of the inner city to the outer city. If there is anything you guys would like to do before you guys make to that point, it'll take about an hour to get to the outer city.
Definitely. There's one thing in particular.
And that is?
I'm going to call out to Zora. Just like, I want to just take a moment to make sure the three of them aren't looking at me when whenever I call out to Zora.
The younger, if you call it to Zora, the younger one sort of turns their head back lackadaisically, and just like, alright, whatever, and turns her head forward again.
Okay.
Go over. What's up?
At least at a surface level.
I'd like to roll stealth to try and hide my basically a hand movement.
So sleight of hand.
So, alright, so sleight of hand, got it.
I'd like to roll stealth because I'm better at that.
Apologies. You are right. You are right.
So I like to roll stealth to move my hand. Oh, so slide. You're sliding your hand.
Well, no, me stealthy.
No. This is important enough to me.
Okay.
And yeah, no, this is definitely important enough to me because I'm like, yeah. Don't mind me.
Okay, you're re-rolling and using double dice. Okay.
I'm like, yeah, no, this is definitely important enough to me.
All right.
Okay. I basically, like, without saying anything to Zora, make him, like, try to hide a motion of, like, tapping my head to try and convey the talk in my head.
Cast detect thoughts, and I will ask in your head, because like I can cast detect thoughts without any indication, basically.
How many times can you use detect thoughts?
I can once without using the spell slot.
Once.
Yeah.
So that
and
means
they never used it the last time.
They did in
They
the
only
gondola
used-
to talk to Greg.
No, they didn't.
Oh, detect thoughts.
No, they didn't.
Detect thoughts is your thing. Telepathic.
Yeah.
You can just talk to people.
Telepathic, they just do it.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Good point. You got me there. Go for it. I didn't know how the feet work.
Anytime I cast it, because like I can either cast it without a spell slot or with a spell slot. Whenever I do it, it is without any, and I don't have to do anything like my hands, verbally or anything.
There's no components to it. Yeah.
Yep.
Go for it.
So, yeah.
Cast that in your head. I say, "What's up?"
Try to lock your senses on these three. I have a feeling that they're succubi.
Would you like me to read their minds? Or try?
No, they might know. I'm not joking. I'm fucking serious. Like, there's no joke here. There's no joke. I want to try and roll perception, concentrating on fiends to try and like take my, like, because you said that demons can kind of sense each other.
Yeah.
Unless they're trying to hide it.
Uh-huh.
I want to try and like
sorry.
like zero in on that. What do I roll?
Oh, okay. So you're just trying to zero in on the idea